Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of our residents and the team here to Auriens, Chelsea. We're delighted to be part of the Mayfair Times Literary Festival. We'd like to welcome our panel, the legendary Catherine Fairweather, who is the host of our Third Act podcast. And also we have Dr. Guy Hayward and Dr. Matthew Green. And tonight's discussion is on Shadowlands, Sanctuaries and Pilgrim's Place.
In this conversation, we'll be journeying to some of Britain's storied corners, to some of the extraordinary places that appear in Guy and Matthew's books. Dr. Matthew Green is author and historian. He specialises in the history of London. Dr. Guy Hayward is a friend and called a musical scholar. He co-founded the British Pilgrimage Trust in 2014 and leads guided pilgrimages also around London and further afield. What's your favourite London discovery?
It's probably an anchorite cell in the church of St Mary East Ham. They'd live in this tiny space, just with a board for a bed and a log for a pillow. And they would never leave those spaces until the day they died. And even then they wouldn't leave it, because they'd be buried underneath. And when I talk about these places and tell people about them on tour, they look horrified, a bit like a lot of you are looking quite horrified by it. Imagine what that would be like. Every time a new one of these places became available, there was like a 10-year waiting list to get in.
And Guy, on pilgrimage, Matthew talks about absence being so potent, but in pilgrimage, it's presence, isn't it? You say it's more presence than absence, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we're getting to the heart of like what it is to be here at all. There's a spirit in everything, and if you lie down in a ruin and then you just look up at the sky, it's like a completely different experience. And there's a presence of devotional activity in a place. Awake, awake, sweet England.
The musicality of your inherent in your book is extraordinary. Can you just tell us why you think it's so important, this connection of song and landscape?
I think song is spirit, because spirit means breath. So when you go into a landscape, every time that song has been sung for maybe hundreds of years, it's been sung by so many different people, and some would believe that that song starts to gain a certain power of its own. Unto this living story, let us sing.
Putting into words something that probably my sister and I have felt in our bones from when we were very small, and you have just verbalised it so beautifully. It was really lovely to listen to both of you. Thank you very much.